Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Infinite Ballers channel. Here we have with me Juan. Juan, can you tell me a bit more about yourself so people who are watching us can learn more about you?
Sounds good. My name is Juan Manuel Arias. I am a football, soccer influencer. I create content both for TikTok and Instagram, and now I'm starting with YouTube as well. I'm from Argentina. I currently live in the US in Oklahoma City. I'm studying a master programs in project management and finance at Oklahoma Christian University. I coach the goalkeepers too from the team here from the school. So that's pretty much who I am. And yes, I'm pretty excited about being here in the podcast with Moran.
Thank you for the introduction. And I wanted
Mhm.
to ask you, like, what inspired you to start the influencer social media profiles, and how did you actually start them?
Okay, so before I started with the whole social media thing, I wasn't very like yeah, I was like a social media person, or like I like playing around with TikTok or Instagram, but I didn't do much with it. And then one day, at the end of 2020, we went to play around soccer with my girlfriend by the time. We both played football, and the video that we made, it went viral. And then I kind of like have that thing to where like I might not take something too serious at the beginning, but when I see something that could potentially lead to something else, I'll start taking it seriously. And then a couple months after, I was pretty much doing videos every day for like goalkeepers. So inspiring me, I was like, mm, my thought process was, let me let me try to keep on doing this that I started with something that I already know how to do. And I played football and I've been a goalkeeper all my life, so I was like, this could work, and it worked. So that's really how I started.
So nice, so nice. I wanted to ask you, like, everybody has a challenge, but what is your biggest challenge at the moment as an influencer?
Okay, I think my biggest challenge is trying to balance out actually teaching people stuff and also getting the rewards from it. Um, and I think for everybody it's the same thing. Some people don't have that that moral challenge of like what they post and what they're gonna get in return. Some people just like focus on posting viral content, which I think is okay. But I also like delivering something that has quality to it, um, which is also subjective because it might be the case to another person to where my content doesn't have any quality. But for me, like I want to teach something to people. Um, so for me, it's finding that balance and also like keeping up to date with like the changes, the algorithms and all that because they change like every week, every month. Instagram is crazy, for example, and it changes literally every day. But those are my biggest challenges with it.
How cool, how cool. And you probably receive tons of like positive messages, tons of people who support you, but there are always some messages that are negative, like negative comments, negative,
Yeah.
you receive criticism. And how do you cope with this criticism?
Um, I think that as an athlete, for the people who create content but that they played football or whatever other sport before, I think they tend to deal with that because you have negative comments or negative connotation in messages, whether that is from teammates or coaches or like I don't know people who support you. There is people who are gonna comment negative stuff. Um, so for me, I think I already have that mindset, so that makes it easier. But like to be honest with you, sometimes it hurts you seeing some comments. It really does, because I mean I have no intention of like putting something negative out there, but some people just don't care about it, and they use being a anonymous alias behind a computer or behind a phone, and like they don't care about what they comment, and they can hurt your feelings. But I mean, it's okay, at the end of the day, like you gotta keep going. um and I try to see where they're coming from and if they're being just like mean for being mean, which is not normally the case. Um, I mean, it sucks for them. It really does, and I'm sorry for them.
Yeah, it tells more about them than it tells about you. So
Yeah,
you shouldn't be worried much about it. But you're already a professional. You know how to deal with it. So I probably assume that it only crosses your mind, goes to one ear and leaves the other way. But
yeah.
what advice would you like to give to people who are just starting out with social media? Because you're probably a role model to a lot of people online. They see you like somebody who's really big, which you actually are on social media. So, what is the advice you would give to young kids who are just starting out what you're doing?
Well, first of all, thank you for the compliment. Sometimes I struggle to think that I have some sort of influence on social media, but apparently I do. And then about what could I say to people who are starting with content? Um, First of all, have fun with it because it's fun to post something and to see it or to see your account to grow or to to be able to do business through that through something that you love. Um, but also if you have something of value to share with people, definitely do that. Don't only focus on what is gonna give you the views or the accolades like right away. Uh, because I mean it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's almost like selling your soul to the devil because like you're not actually delivering anything. You're just like posting stuff that
Mm.
doesn't have any like doesn't make any sense. Um, but yeah, if I could give any advice, is like if you can post something of value.
Yeah, cool, man. Like what when I try to post on my personal social media and social media that I have been running for like my personal agency, my personal business accounts, I always try to give some value to the people who are watching, like not just to post to engage them. Of course, there are some posts that needs to be engaging to have fun, but I always try to give certain value to the people who are watching so they can actually learn from the stuff that I'm posting. But now more and more social media is becoming way to do business. So can you tell me a bit more about the way you do business on social media? Do companies reach out to you? Do you reach out to companies? How does it work for you?
um for the most part, majority of times where I've been able to work with somebody, people have reached out to me. When I have tried the other way around, it has not been a matter of like major success. Um, so for me, my framework is to put the work in to deliver the best content I could possibly deliver, and then usually those opportunities come to me. That's how it's worked for me so far, and I'm happy about the way it's been so far. So it's like those things. If it's not broken, why fix it? Like that's how I go about it. But I definitely through these 2 years of making content, 2 years already, I have learned to like filter a lot of opportunities because it's been the case in the past where I was, kind of a newbie with it and be like, yeah, 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 whatever. Like I'll take this opportunity, but then like I realized like, no, this is crap. This is not good for me. Um, so yeah, that's how I go out about business. I think it's been getting a lot more serious now, and a lot of opportunities starting appearing through the last few months, and now I'm starting to focus on some more personal things in my account or things that I want to share the most. Um, but I'm gonna talk up to that point in that sense because I don't want to like put out put out there too much of what is coming next.
Yeah, that's awesome. But can you give us like a small teaser so people know what to expect on your channel in the future?
I think if you've seen the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos on my Instagram or my TikTok, I think you'll have a pretty good idea of it of what I'm talking about.
So cool, so cool. Like I wanted to ask you, do you have somebody that helps you run your social media channels, or do you do everything on your own? Because I know there is a ton of effort and work that needs to be done in order to scale your accounts to that point where you are at the moment.
Hmm. Um, as it right now, I run pretty much everything by myself. Um, I have actually tried not so long ago to bring people into the equation and try to have some sort of help with things. So far is a working process, so I think there is a possibility to where I'll have people helping me as a team. Um, but that is too new, too fresh for me right now. And for now, basically, it's just myself. And I think you could tell that through looking through my account, because a lot of the content that I make is either like based on a tripod or like some stuff that I have done only by myself. Um, so maybe that's another point of inspiration for people. If they want to make content, they don't necessarily need to have somebody with them like all the time to help them make content. They can also do stuff by themselves, and it's gonna look just as fine.
So cool. Like you're getting really good advice. People listen to this guy. He has a ton of experience. Like take a note, learn, try to get gather as much as possible because the value that this guy is giving is so huge. So thank you so much for coming into this call with me. I really appreciate it, and thank you everybody for watching this amazing conversation that I have had with Juan. And hopefully we're gonna manage to film some more in the future because I would like to uh, express his story through our social media channels and get to know more about you and what you have done in the past because you're a really nice guy, and thank you so much for this.
Thank you.